Children like, you need to learn where you belong. The words came out of flight attendant Laura Jenkins just as her hand shoved 12-year-old Maya Carter down the metal boarding stairs at LAX Gate 27. The girl's scream cut through the jet noise like a blade. Her body bounced twice, concrete scraping skin, blood blooming through the knees of her school tights. Evelyn Carter pushed past startled passengers and dropped to the ground beside her trembling daughter. "Mama, I did not do anything wrong," Maya whispered, voice small. "I know, honey." Evelyn's tone stayed level, the way it did in boardrooms when billions were on the line. She looked up at Laura. "My daughter needs medical help right now. I want your supervisor." Laura crossed her arms. "Your kid was blocking the jet bridge and fell. Teach her to follow directions." Her coworker nodded. "Folks like you always make a fuss, then point fingers at us." Murmurs rippled through the gate. "She probably tripped. Why the drama? Always playing the victim." Phones lifted, red lights blinking. Evelyn eased Maya to her feet, pulled out her own phone, and scrolled to Apex Fuel Solutions Legal. She glanced at Laura's name tag and the Horizon Airlines logo, then allowed the tiniest, coldest smile. They had no clue who they were messing with, but they were about to find out. She knelt again, dabbing blood with a tissue while her phone recorded from her pocket. Laura descended the stairs with the coworker, navy uniforms crisp, faces hard. "You need to teach your daughter how to board properly," Laura said. This could have been avoided if she listened. The coworker smirked. "People like you always cause problems, then blame the crew." Evelyn met Laura's eyes. "I would like your supervisor, and I need the security footage." Laura's laugh was sharp. "You think you were special? Every black woman in this airport acts entitled." Phones rose higher. A businessman shifted uncomfortably. A young mother stared, wheels turning. Evelyn helped Maya stand. She dialed openly now. "Apex Legal, this is Evelyn Carter. Pull the Horizon Airlines fuel contract. Highlight every ethics clause. We may invoke termination." She listened, eyes locked on Laura. "Yes, the $847 million annual contract. Send the recording in 5 minutes." She hung up. Maya leaned into her, shaking. Passengers were listening now, some already recording on their own. Evelyn turned back to Laura. "About that supervisor." He arrived fast, a balding man with a tight smile and a clipboard. "Ma'am, we have a process. 7 to 10 business days. My daughter was assaulted," Evelyn said. "I want footage now and a report filed." "We cannot release footage without verification," he replied, glancing at her plain blazer. "Children fall. We need proof it was not an accident." Maya clung tighter. "Mama, I was just standing there." Evelyn knelt. "You did nothing wrong, baby. I promise." She stood, voice sharpening. "I am recording. I have witnesses, passenger video, and I am citing California Civil Code for footage." The supervisor's face flushed. "You are being disruptive. Keep this up and security escorts you out." "Your employee pushed a 12-year-old downstairs," Evelyn said, volume rising for the first time, "and you threatened me for asking for evidence. 20 people saw it." She gestured at the crowd. "You protect your employee instead of a bleeding child." Several passengers muttered agreement. She dialed again, loud enough for all to hear. "Pull the Horizon contract. Draft termination under ethics and brand integrity." "Yes, $847 million. Contact media relations. Statement ready by morning." She ended the call. These protocols seemed designed to dismiss certain voices while shielding certain employees. The supervisor frowned. "Phone calls will not change policy." "They will," Evelyn said softly. "Very soon." 20 minutes later, a man in a tailored suit strode in, gold badge reading Director of Airport Operations. "I have full confidence in my team," he announced. "Ms. Jenkins has 20 years of exemplary service. I will not let allegations ruin her." "There are witnesses," Evelyn repeated. "Video. Visible injuries. Children trip," he shrugged. "Parents exploit incidents. Cry discrimination for payouts. People like you." Gasps rippled. A woman in a business suit stepped forward, phone steady. "Did you just say that?" He ignored her. "Take the next flight with upgrades, or leave the terminal." "My daughter was shoved," Evelyn said. "That is assault." "According to Ms. Jenkins, your daughter blocked boarding and stumbled." "I know which story I believe." Laura stepped up, emboldened. "I did nothing wrong. She is lying. Her kid faked the fall. I have dealt with their kind before." Evelyn repeated slowly, "Clarify their kind." Laura smiled coldly. "You know what I mean. People who play victim use kids as props." The crowd swelled to 50. Phones everywhere. LAX discrimination trended nationwide. The director barked, "Stop recording. This is private." "Public space," the business suit woman called back. Maya tugged Evelyn's sleeve. "Mama, why do they not believe me?" Evelyn knelt. "You did nothing wrong. This system was not built to protect kids who look like you. But I'm going to change that." She dialed once more. "Evelyn Carter. Pull the file, invoke Clause 17, Section C. Draft termination for ethics violations." "Yes, $847 million. The director's face paled. "You cannot." "I am CEO of Apex Fuel Solutions," Evelyn said. "I have exactly that authority." Silence exploded into chaos. Laura's mouth opened soundlessly. The director froze. "That is impossible," Laura whispered. "Finish the sentence," Evelyn said quietly. Laura could not. Evelyn gathered Maya. "We will finish this in court, in boardrooms, in the press. But we will not let them make you feel small." As they walked away, she added, "Call your CEO. Apex is reviewing all contracts. You supply 67% of your domestic fuel through us. Good luck replacing that overnight." The 42-second video hit social media within the hour. Laura's shove, Maya's scream, the blood, the words children like you need to learn where you belong. By midnight, 300,000 views. By morning, 2 million. Hashtags erupted. Black mothers shared stories. News outlets were tagged. Laura posted on Facebook at 11 that night. Another entitled parent staging drama. Kid tripped, but here comes the race card. 20 years of perfect service ruined by one liar. Friends commented support. Screenshots spread like wildfire. The psychologist who saw Maya the next day emerged grim. Acute stress. She asked 3 times if she deserved it. This can scar self-worth for years. That night Maya stared at her reflection. Mama, if I looked different, would they have believed me? Evelyn held her close. The problem is not you, honey. It is a system that decides some kids matter more. You did nothing wrong. Anyone saying otherwise protects that broken system. By Thursday, the clip topped 10 million views. Protesters gathered outside Horizon headquarters in Dallas. Signs read "Believe Black Children." Fire racist staff. Conservative pundits pushed back. Flight crews have impossible jobs. Now they are crucified for order. Where does it end? Evelyn's legal team documented everything. The airline offered $200,000 quietly. She refused. $500,000. Still no. We are filing $50 million, she told counsel. 35 in damages, 15 direct to Maya, plus criminal charges. ProPublica uncovered 3 prior complaints against Laura for discriminatory treatment of passengers of color, all dismissed internally. Alt-right sites published Evelyn's address. Her Pacific Palisades home was vandalized overnight. Hate mail filled the mailbox. Threats poured in. Monday morning, Evelyn entered the Apex boardroom in downtown Los Angeles. 12 directors, mostly older white men who had backed her startup a decade earlier. The chairman spoke carefully. We support you personally, but terminating our largest contract signals instability. Stock dipped when the rumor leaked. Evelyn walked to the window, overlooking the harbor. I see a company shielding employees who assault children, dismissing complaints from people of color as policy, valuing profit over a 12-year-old's dignity. She turned. You are asking if I will keep fueling their planes while they teach my daughter she is disposable. It is exactly that simple. We built Apex on ethics. If we abandon them for revenue, what are we? One by one they voted. 9 in favor of termination. She called counsel. File everything today. That afternoon, the lawsuit landed in Los Angeles Superior Court. Termination notice hit Horizon at 4:47 p.m. Stock dropped 7% by close. March 25th, preliminary hearing. Courtroom packed, reporters shoulder to shoulder. Laura entered confident, navy dress, hair pulled tight. Horizon executives sat stone-faced. Evelyn and Maya took their seats, Maya in the same school uniform, chin high. At 8:57, every Horizon phone buzzed. Email timestamped 8:45 a.m. Apex terminates all fuel contracts effective immediately. Material breach of ethical conduct. Deliveries cease in 48 hours. Signed Evelyn Carter, CEO. Executives scrambled out, dialing frantically. Laura's attorneys read forwarded copies, faces collapsing. Counsel requested recess. Denied. Evelyn stood. I did not come for revenge. I came because my daughter asked why they did not believe her, if looking different would have changed that. You taught her some children are exceptions to protection. She looked at Laura until the woman looked away. Apex terminates fueling planes for a company treating black children as disposable. We will not be complicit. We proceed with 50 million, criminal charges, and class action for 3 other dismissed passengers of color. The judge asked defense for response. Continuance requested. Denied. Laura was fired within 24 hours. Criminal charges followed. Assault on a minor, civil rights violations. She took a plea. 2 years county jail, 3 years probation, permanent aviation ban. At 54, she would leave prison with no career, no pension. Her co-worker resigned 6 months later under settlement, never to work aviation again. The supervisor was reassigned to cargo. The director resigned after an internal probe revealed systemic failures. Horizon offered escalating settlements, all rejected publicly. After 4 months of discovery, emails, and optics debates, they settled for $15 million on Evelyn's terms. Public newspaper apology, mandatory bias training with oversight, independent complaint board, quarterly public statistics on complaints by race. Every dollar funded the Maya Carter Educational Justice Foundation, scholarships for children of color in aviation. Evelyn kept nothing. Losing Apex proved fatal. Within 30 days, 40% of flights were grounded. Stock lost 62%. Credit downgraded to junk. 3 months later, Horizon filed Chapter 11, laid off 35% of staff, merged routes away. The industry dubbed it the Apex effect. Other carriers rewrote procedures overnight. Watching bankruptcy news, Evelyn felt the weight. Thousands lost jobs because leadership refused to believe a child. Mama, are you sad about the airline? Maya asked. I am sad it came to this, Evelyn replied. Sad they could not have believed you from the start. Do you wish you had not fought? Never. Because silence would teach you speaking up changes nothing. 3 months post-bankruptcy, Evelyn spoke at the Women of Color Leadership Summit in Chicago. 500 filled the hall. She brought Maya on stage. I am not scared anymore, Maya told the microphone. My mama taught me speaking up is strength. I want every kid who gets hurt and called a liar to know your pain is real. Evelyn closed. Justice is not revenge. It is ensuring no child questions if the system would protect them if they look different. Real justice means every voice is heard from the start, not only when the victim controls the fuel supply. They left to a standing ovation. That night Maya asked, "Did we change things?" "We proved the person they underestimate is the one they should have feared," Evelyn said. "They should have just believed you. Next time they will. Never underestimate a mother's love. Never dismiss a child's pain. And never assume the woman in the simple blazer cannot bring your world down when you wrong her baby." What about you? Have you ever watched injustice unfold and wondered whether to speak up? Would you risk your job, your comfort, your company to protect a child? Or is the system too big, the cost too high? Drop your honest take in the comments. Tell us where you draw the line between staying safe and standing up.